How's the gala been for you so far tonight?
Fabulous. It was gorgeous. And I'm so thrilled to be here, not only individually, because Don Hubbard is a very dear friend of mine and someone I've admired for a long time, but as president of the New Orleans City Council, it's an honor to be here and pay honor to him.
Definitely. Have you been a longtime supporter of the Urban League?
Yes, I have been.
For how long?
Since I've come into the political arena, which was in 1989. And because I found out what they meant to the city and how important they were to the future of not only sustaining people who needed their help in order to grow and needed a hand up, and but also because of having a lot to do with us working out the race relations of the city.
Definitely. So it's the 70th anniversary. Are you excited about that? What does that mean to you?
It's fabulous. And that's why I wanted to be here to congratulate everybody.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
Well, thank you very much. And you all should be very, very proud. It was a great evening.
Good. Glad you had a good time. Take care.
How are you? I'm Beverly McKenna with the New Orleans Tribune. Tonight's really been a fabulous night. One of the most successful galas they tell me they've ever had. This is a particularly meaningful evening for me because I did the first Golden Gala 27 years ago.
Wow.
Wow, wow. You were a little girl then. So just to see it have come and from 27 years and grown, and the contributions and support that the community has given to the league through this event makes me feel very good.
Definitely. And so what about the honoree? Did you have any words about him?
Oh, about Don? Oh, Don is wonderful. Don is wonderful. He's meant so much to this community through community service, through politics. He's a businessman. He's a family man. He's a church man. And I just think he's a great role model for all of us in the African American community.
Definitely. And what does the Urban League mean to you?
Well, I grew up in the Urban League. My daddy was involved in the Urban League and one of the founding members of the Urban League in my hometown, over 50 years ago. So I'm aware of what the Urban League has meant in terms of jobs, job creation, child care. It's just been probably the most significant organization for the upliftment of African Americans throughout the country. So it's meant a lot to us.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Fred Cozy.
And how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
Pretty much most of my life, most of my adult life.
Okay, and what sort of capacity have you supported them in?
Just support financially, pretty much, morally.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
And so, how has the gala been so far for you tonight?
Gala's been a lot of fun. It was very informative, but mostly a lot of fun. It's good to see a lot of people that you don't get to see every day that we've known for years, and it was just a lot of fun and good to see a lot of people out supporting the gala.
Definitely. And what does the Urban League mean to you? What does the Urban League mean to you?
Well, the Urban League means a lot of help for a lot of people, a lot of community help. It's a very, very needed organization, and we're just glad they're here. We're glad they've been a part of New Orleans for 70 years, and we're hoping that they can be around another 70. We're going to make sure of it.
Definitely. We are definitely sure about that. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you, and I just want to say congratulations to Don Hubbard. Don has been an inspiration to a lot of people. Certainly he's been an inspiration in my life, and I just want to say thank you to Don and congratulations to Don.
Thank you.
My name is Norman Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of Tremere Community Education Program. And I also publish the Louisiana Black History Calendar.
Wow. So how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
I'm sorry.
How long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
maybe about 40 years. Okay, I've been as a resident of the city of New Orleans. I know many of the accomplishments that the Urban League has made over the years, and I'm very pleased to be here tonight. It's been a couple of years since I've been to a gala, and tonight was very, very outstanding.
Great. So what does the Urban League mean to you?
The Urban League means business opportunity, and the Urban League means a vision for the future. We are, as a community that's struggling to maintain itself, most of the Urban League efforts are trying to bring balance to the community. And I think the Urban League is going to succeed one day at a time.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay?
Denise McConduit.
Nice to meet you. How has the gala been so far for you tonight?
I'm enjoying it tremendously. It's really always a lovely event. I've been coming, I guess, the past 10 years. But what I'm really excited about is that so many young people now, and it's what we need. We need a change. We need young people at the helm. And I'm just so proud of everybody. Everybody's beautiful. You're beautiful.
Thank you. So, what does the Urban League mean to you?
Well, the Urban League is really important because so many small businesses get their start through the Urban League, and it just helps so many young people launch their careers, launch their businesses, and I consider it like a pivotal place where young people and people who may have a dream could just launch something. It's almost like a launching pad to me.
Nice way to put it. So, you said that you've been a longtime supporter. In what sort of capacity?
I always come to the gala. I recommend the Urban League to everybody that I know who's trying to start a business, and any young person that's really struggling, trying to get skills, they could help them develop their skills. It's just a great place where people could go and develop themselves. So in that sense, we need it in this community now more than ever.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
I'm Dr. Beverly Wright. I am Director of the Detox Center for Environmental Justice at Dillard University.
Okay, and have you been a longtime supporter of the Urban League?
Very long time supporter of the Urban League. I'd say over about 20 years. I've been a supporter of the Urban League. In fact, I was a contributor to the State of Black New Orleans in about 1980 something. It's been a long time.
Definitely.
Yes.
So how has the gala been for you tonight?
It's been a really wonderful and beautiful affair for me, especially so because there's so many young people involved. I think this is the first gala where I've seen so many young people, active and involved. And I think it's because of the young professionals, that organization being started. Right. And for people in my generation, it's really great because, young people are the future, and without young people, then we can't continue. So this has given me a lot of hope. Also with our new president, who's also very youthful, I think we're moving in the right direction.
Did you have any kind words for the honoree tonight?
Oh, Don Hubbard and I go back years. We lived on the same street in Gentilly. So my first job was sort of with Nord, and he was over the nearby park. So I've been knowing him for a very long time as an old friend and neighbor, and we're just so very proud of his accomplishments. We only wish Rose could have been here for this. That's his wife. But he's a wonderful person. He's been a part of the history of New Orleans. He's been a part of the previous growth of the city, and we do expect that he is and will continue to be a part of the growth for the future.